Just got whipped, and didn't have to look as bad as it is. I thought we finished the game really poorly from some guys that should know better, and that's even as much irritating as going 1 for 16 from the three and 2 for 11 from the free throw line. We say that everything we do is important. Every possession, do the next thing right, and every possession is important no matter what the score, and we didn't show that, and it's disappointing. We'll have a little film session tomorrow and get ready for it, and correct it, but. Our kids have been great all year. I'm hoping that's just one really uncharacteristic game. But dadgum, you put yourself in position to play a big game, and you'd like to play better. Obviously, Murray State's super talented. There's so much talent and athleticism on the floor, and they're good. They're good, and I give them all the credit for us scoring 45 points. Is all up to them. But let's not. That doesn't have anything to do with us not executing a play out of a timeout, or not executing a defensive game plan, or not rebounding and boxing out when we know that's what's important. And that's a disappointing thing. You can get they're good enough to whip you if you play good. Their talent is good enough to whip you if you play good. They got a point guard that everybody says is going to be an NBA player, and the freshman Morant, and they got some other really good seniors. They just got a really nice team, and we'll see them again, and we'll compete a little better and play a little more together.
Coach, where do you think it started to turn for them? They jumped out
at
early.
The tip.
Yeah, I was going to say
our first play, we know how they're going to play ball screens. They don't change, and we know what we're going to do against it. And for some reason, we have a guy go behind his back into traffic, turns it over, and we let a guy get a breakaway layup off a turnover. So we started the game out of sorts and not executing, and we finished the game out of sorts, not executing. Though that's what's disappointing. Like, if they're just better and they whip you in, which they might have anyway, so be it. But I'd like to have found that out rather than taking ourselves out of the game. But like I said, we started the game the same way we finished the last 2 minutes of the game, and that's a really. Okay, we weren't going to win at the 2-minute mark, but we could have. The next possession is important. We could have had 3 more good possessions and gotten better, and we didn't. So where it went wrong was the tip, and maybe it's practice. I was worried about our legs, and yesterday in practice I did a very light practice, and I won't make that mistake again. We will grind and beat and bang and push and foul and hit each other and compete from here on out. The day before the game, day of the game, whatever, because that's who we've been. Because I thought defensively we stood around and watched and we weren't into the action a lot. Maybe it's because they're just that much faster than us. I'd like to know. But, again, I don't think that I give them all the credit. Like, those guys are really good, and they just whipped us from a talent standpoint, from a coaching standpoint. They just whipped us. And but the next time we play, we'll have to have a game plan up. But, I'd like to see what we've done if we'd execute our game plan offensively and defensively and see if we could overcome a bad shooting night and a bad free throw night to keep it close and have a chance. We didn't give ourselves a chance.
Some of that characteristic I thought about your team was board work.
We got annihilated on the glass. We got annihilated on the glass in the very beginning. And that's my fault. I talked about transition defense till I was blue in the face yesterday, and we didn't practice. We just talked about it, and therefore we were really timid on the glass. But, so we didn't get any offense rebounds because we're on our heels all the time when we shoot it, and then we don't get any defensive rebounds, and that's inexcusable. But, we'll go back to being sharp and getting after it again. But no, they whipped us on the glass, and we have 8 assists on the game. When was the last time this team had 8 assists in the game? As good a passing team as we are, that's just not acceptable for our team. And if we play games, it don't matter who we play. If we play one-on-one pull-up jumpers at 15, 16 feet continuously, middle of the clock pull-up jumpers, tough twos, we're not beating anyone we play if we play that way offensively. We're going to score 45 points again. And we're one of the leading scorers in the league, one of the best offense in the league, and we score 45 points. I know their defense was great. They were outstanding defensively. They had a lot to do with it, but we had as much to do with it as they did.
Could I get the sense as you get ready for next week that practices might be a little more intense? How do you turn this around?
We take great pride in our practices being intense and tough and hardworking anyway, but there won't be any more walkthrough days. Just simple as that. I still got to be smart. Anger can't be the coaching point of it. A disappointment you can't coach in anger and you can't coach in disappointment. We laid an egg. Now, if you play good enough again for a few games, you'll have a chance to play a big game again, and then you'll have to perform better. But, you know, to play in a special game with first place in the line, even though it's early in the season, we laid an egg, you know. And, you know, our kids are good kids. And as bad as we played and as mad as I am at them, I'd rather coach those kids in purple and gold than any team in the country. I just would. I love them. They're great kids. They're going to try. They tried tonight. We got a little messed up in the head, got a little messed up emotionally, but we fought and tried. We just fought individually rather as a team, and we've not been that way. We'll fix that. And like I said, at this point it is the most important thing is we fix it and we go back to being Tennessee Tech before the next game.